I figured, let me do some triggers for you guys because this is ASMR, but let me also kind of intertwine my podcast and the ASMR videos together. I don't know how well this is gonna work out and if any of you guys like it, but please let me know. So basically I have my podcast Uncut Jewels. It will be in my description, so look down there for it. Basically I talk about all things that have to do with your 20s. Because if you don't know me, I am 22 years old, going to be 23 very soon, and I just graduated college in May, and it sucks. I've been an adult for the past 7 to 8 months, and I'm not enjoying myself. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, it's been a weird time for me and for most of my friends. So I just kind of wanted to share what I've been, what I realized, and just kind of my journey so far. So let's begin. The first trigger I would say would be brushing, mic brushing. I hope this isn't too loud. If it is, sorry. I was just thinking about this. One thing that I wish that the iPhone camera does is when you record, I wish there was a freaking pause button. Because if I transition from doing one trigger to the next, and whatever, I want to pause instead of keep making a whole new video, you know? I just thought about that. I feel like that's just annoying. Okay, and then let's see what it's like when I take this off. Look at it. Okay, so let me just start off by saying it's okay if you don't have a job right now. If you just graduated or you're going to graduate, it's okay if you do not have a job at the moment. Even if you don't get one until a year later, it's okay, right? I actually just got my first ever big girl job. I've always wanted, not always, okay, I just wanted a job when I graduated because everyone that I knew had one. All of my friends, people from high school that I don't talk to, had jobs, and I just felt so left out, right? So I don't know, I kind of felt like a loser, so I really just wanted a job to fit in, which, whatever. And I have one, and it sucks. Yeah, working full time sucks. I can't do it. But let me say this, right? This is your time now to focus on yourself. Once you graduate, you have like a long gap in your resume from when you graduate to when you get your first job, like people don't question that. People aren't like, why do you have this gap in your resume? Like, what's going on with that? Like, no one says that. No one's going to ask you that because people understand, a lot of people understand why you have that gap in your resume. Because the thing that you run into, right, which I'm sure most of you have heard, is the fact that you need experience. But in order to get experience, you need a job. But most jobs aren't hiring unless they need someone with experience, right? So it's like a catch-22. Like, you need the experience, but nobody wants to hire you because you have none. But how are you supposed to get it? You know what I'm saying? So it can be very hard, and that's why having that big gap in your resume from when you graduate to when you get your first final job, it's understandable, right? Because let me tell you, I went through like so many like applications and interviews and stuff like that, and I haven't gotten one yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, now I did, but like, it was just a lot. Like, I went through so much, sent out so many different resumes and applications to so many different people, and I finally, got what I wanted now. But yeah, ultimately, it's not exactly where I want to be. I work at a law firm, and it's not bad. It's not bad. However, I'm more of the receptionist than legal assistant. I kind of am playing both roles at the moment, and I really just want to be more of the legal assistant. But I also came to realize that because we are so young, right, we might not have all this responsibility, and that can, that's good for most of us. Because we don't have all the responsibility, it means that we can literally live the life we want to live now. I'm serious. I don't want to work full time, so I want to work part time, and that's kind of one of the jobs that I've been kind of like looking into, is transferring over to more of a part-time job where I can make around the same amount, The reason why I considered this is because, sure, with full-time you can get benefits and you can get, more money and stuff like that, but at the job I'm at now, like, I already have health insurance. I don't get kicked off until 26, and I'm 22, so I got a little bit left, right? So I don't need that, and I need vision because I got kicked off at like 21 because it's like a secondary for my dad and whatever. So that's the only insurance that I needed, and I thought that I was gonna get that when I signed up. Turns out they only offer health insurance, which is fine. Like, most jobs only offer health, which is kind of stupid. So to me, it's like, why am I working full time when I'm not even getting the benefits that I needed? You know what I'm saying? And if I can find a job that's part time, right, with the same amount of pay, like, hello, it just makes sense in my head. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, why am I working this long for what? Plus, I've been really focusing now, ever my entire life, working on content creation. I've always wanted to go down this path, but I never got the opportunity. Well, there was plenty of opportunities, but I'm the type of person that kind of worries about what people think, and now that I'm not like associated with anybody else, like, I don't go to school, I don't have to see these random people all the time, I'm kind of like, this is my chance now. And it sucks because when you have a full-time job, it's hard to balance your life out. The next trigger is this. Clipping, clip, 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 clip your hair back. Clip, 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 This is a small one. Let's see if we have another one. I got more. Sorry. They're like very hard to open. I feel like that's bad. That's probably bad. Sorry. And then scissors. I got these from like an eyelash thing, but they're like, I don't know, they're kind of very weird. They're so loose. My best advice for those who want to, my biggest advice for those who are either in the same boat as me, who are going to graduate soon, go on vacation. Take a job that you don't care about, that interests you. It doesn't have to be your career job, it can be anything, right? Because my biggest advice that I've ever got from somebody was my internship supervisor. He used to work as a construction person, as a bartender, and then a cop, and then where he's at now. And he told me to, when you graduate, do those stupid jobs that you always wanted to do. If you want to be a waitress, a bartender, a hairdresser, a pet groomer, whatever, do that now, right? Because when you settle into your career job, you will have that job for 30 plus years, okay? That's a shit ton of time, right? So, listen, like, whatever you want to do now, this is the time to do it. As I said before, you don't really have many responsibilities as older people, right? Most of us still live with our parents. We still, probably don't pay rent. We don't have kids, right? And I'm saying most of us because I know different people have different circumstances. But it's not like we already have our life figured out, right? So this is the opportunity to take to do all those fun things, to go on vacation for a month or so, to travel the world if you wanted to, to do those weird odd jobs, right? Because you won't get this time back, right? And you won't know unless you try. As I said, you're gonna be stuck in a career job for the next 30 something years. You might as well take the advantage now and figure out what you like and do all those different interesting things that you want to do before you settle down. Because I feel like that's another thing. A lot of people settle down young, right? Or when saying burnout, that happens to a lot of us. I feel it right now. It's true. It happens a lot, and it's not necessarily the best thing to experience, because once you feel burnt out, then you're like, now what? I don't want to be living this life anymore. And some people kind of just suck it up and deal with it until they retire, because it's like, what else are you gonna do, right? Avoid that by doing all the fun stuff now. I really wish I went on vacation before I got a full-time job, but I never had the money. So that's another thing I recommend. If you're in college, save up, because you'll need that money. You definitely will. Yeah. Oh, this pen is weird. This is random. Whose book club can I join? Okay, I know this was kind of short, but I have a lot of things on my plate right now. I will definitely come out with more videos. I also, this isn't just a simple ASMR channel, as you guys know. I feel like I'm getting a lot of subscribers and likes and stuff like that for these videos, which I don't mind because I love doing this. But I also want to introduce my other content, right? I'm going to be making other videos that aren't in ASMR, and I would love for you guys to check those out. Yeah, hopefully my next video will be talking about birth control and getting off of it and stuff like that. So if you're into that, stay tuned, because I will be producing that very, very soon. Yeah, I kind of just want to come on here and, make little episodes catered towards my podcast. And if you want to listen to the full version of it, then you can go listen to it on my once again.